What is going on, you guys? ShadowX here, back with you for another Dokkan battle video, and this time around we have preliminary information in regards to the next Dual Dokkan Fest coming to JP for New Year's, and as we can see, it's none other than Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu. So, let's talk about it. So, looks like we're gonna have this new little campaign here. Now, I'm not sure why Kid Goku is featured on the art here when he has nothing to do with Majin Buu saga at all. Just a little bit of a random placing in my opinion, but I guess it is what it is. So, if you weren't familiar, we had Jump Festa, and this is what they revealed as the next Dual Dokkan Fest for New Year's. Last year was Janemba and PyCon, if you guys remember, so this year it looks like it's going to be Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu. So obviously we know it's going to be Super Saiyan 3 Goku because they literally just dropped LR Namek Goku a month and a half ago with Heart Virus Goku. That the banner STR Goku, the one that awakens into a Super Saiyan, they brought him back recently. Like, Super Saiyan Goku is in a really good spot already. Maybe this guy could go Super Saiyan 2, but I don't really think so. I think Super Saiyan 3 is like the likely candidate option for Goku. And then obviously Kid Buu, being Kid Buu, unfortunately is not going to be an LR, so the meme lives on, unfortunately. I don't even know how long it's been that we've been joking about Kid Buu being an LR, coming to Dokkan. I mean, he's deserving of needing a new unit in the game really badly because, dude, they have just completely butchered Buu's left to right, and it's unfortunate because Buu is such a cool character in my opinion. He was actually one of my favorite villains growing up, so I really hope they do this unit justice. He definitely deserves the love, and I definitely think they will. If there's one thing that they've done pretty good is they've learned from their mistakes with these, I think 2020, in terms of like the Dokkan Fest releases, in terms of design compared to like the 2021 releases, have been were awful. Like, dude, they've definitely stepped it up. So I definitely have high hopes for these two new units coming to the game. So I have both of them, their units here pulled up, because I want to talk about their typings and what I think we could see. So for Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I would really like him to be physical. I mean, look, there's literally nothing here. It's dead. Like, physical literally has no options. I mean, you have Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, but like, he sucks. This is literally a barbershop unit. So I expect this Goku to be physical. I mean, physical needs help anyway, so I definitely think this Goku, being that typing, would definitely be a massive buff, even for like, Battlefield, right? And then Kid Buu here, I expect him to be probably either Tech or STR, because literally, as you guys can see, we don't have good representation at all, for those two typings. And I know we did just get the Dokkan Fest Android 17 and 18, right, who are incredible, so obviously that's a really good, extreme tech buff. But, I think this Buu could definitely play, a massive role in buffing that typing even further. But STR, even as powerful as it is, I definitely think, having representation for, Buu being STR is definitely needed in the game, right? So I think STR, maybe even or tech for Buu as their typings. Now for Buu, in terms of the category that he's going to introduce, because they literally can't go a new release without dropping a new category into the game, I would really like to see Regen as being one of his categories, and then maybe like Artificial Lifeform as like a secondary lead. But if we pull up Kid Buu here, like, keep in mind the amount of category he's on, right? Like, it's insane. He's on like 100,000 categories. Like, dude, Planetary Destruction, like Legendary Existence, Worldwide Turmoil, Sworn Enemies. Like, these are all categories that are going to get massively buffed with this relief, like Artificial Lifeforms, right? So I definitely think, this is a really good release for these, weaker categories, right? He could also lead Majin Buu Saga, maybe. I don't think so. I don't really want them to go in that direction. But I definitely want to see Regen come to the game. I definitely think that would be a really strong category. And then for Goku here, I definitely think like the Super Saiyan 3 category needs a new buff. Like, Bardock ain't cutting it, right? I think Final Trump Card definitely needs a new leader skill. Like the 5-year fusions, I think aged really poorly, and I'm not a big fan of them anymore. I don't really use them that often, and even if I do, I'm literally just floating them in slot 3, because I definitely think that's literally the only way you can even play with them at this point, because they've just been power crept so bad that they're almost like not even runnable. Like it's so hard to fully build them up, and when they are, like, there's literally like better units that are doing better numbers than them at this point, right? So I don't like them for a lead, so I think like Final Trump Card could get a new lead. I have no idea what this new Goku could introduce in terms of a new category. Like, literally, I really feel like the first thing that comes out of someone's mouth is literally what they introduce into the game. Like, alright, that's a good idea. Alright, let's get into the game now. It's like they don't even like think about it. It's just like, alright, let's make it happen now. But yeah, dude, they're really good at ass pulling categories into the game, in my opinion. So those are the two new, Goku, 2 units, Goku and Kid Buu coming, for New Year's. I have V-Jump pulled up because I didn't get a chance to talk about its release. Dude, Dokkan has just been so busy lately. It's actually crazy. And on top of it, they just released a World Tournament. We just had Jump Festa. Dragon Ball superhero hype is literally, going on. Spider-Man dropped. Like, that's all these things are way more important than a stupid ass World Tournament. But no, they literally just had to be like, oh, you guys thought you wanted to go see Spider-Man? Oh no, have fun playing a World Tournament instead. You want to pay attention to Jump Festa? No, you can't do that. No, here's a World Tournament. Have fun with that instead. Like, dude, come on. Dude, literally, last week, Dokkan was dead. There was nothing going on last weekend. Like, they couldn't drop a world tournament then. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's, from a business standpoint, like, that's poor scheduling, in my opinion. Like, they have to know, like, and Jump Festa is a Japanese event. Like, this is the Japanese version of the game. Like, Japanese players don't give a shit about grinding world tournament. Like, they want to watch Jump Festa. Like, I just think that's really bad scheduling, in my opinion. So, anyway, we have V-Jump here. I don't know why LR Feature Trunks and Gohan are featured in V-Jump when they're literally already in the game. I think that's really stupid, but if you guys, watched my summoning video for these characters, for this unit, I mean, I had pretty good luck, so make sure to go check out that video. I haven't got a chance to play with these guys yet, but this unit is really good, especially when you can revive into Future Gohan. He's up there in terms of, like, damn near the best unit in the game with everything that he does. Dude, that guy is crazy. So hopefully, if you guys summoned, your guys' summons went well. Let me know if you guys, pulled him. But moving down, on the page here, we have 3 new EZAs. So these are all free-to-play characters. You guys notice something here? Hybrid Saiyan buff, Hybrid Saiyan buff, Hybrid Saiyan buff. I promise you guys, they cannot go 5 minutes without buffing Hybrid Saiyans, Pure Saiyans. I don't even know. I couldn't tell you guys. Like, their dicks are hard for those 2 categories every single day. I don't know. But yeah, those 3 units are getting their EZAs. We'll talk about potential other EZAs in a minute. But I also want to point out this little notification here. So obviously this is like the Dragon Ball Saga event that they have. They have like a big tab for it in the game. This is going to be getting a new updated stage revolving the Black Star Saga. I don't really know why, because that's GT related, and this is a Majin Buu Saga centric celebration, so I don't know how that correlates. It's very just random. It feels like it's just like oddly placed in there. However, I am looking forward to the potential possibility of getting a new free-to-play LR to buff Shadow Dragons and, possibly GT heroes or bosses, right? So there's that to look forward to. I just think it's very odd that it's thrown in here for this celebration, which literally has nothing to do with Majin Buu Saga themed. But anyway, also, this EZA area is basically where these units are going to be getting their medals, right? So that is why that is being shown in V-Jump as well. So there's V-Jump. Wanted to cover that real quick. And then last thing to talk about here is potential EZA options. So I think this Vegeta, I would like to see an EZA. This guy is so old, he sucks. I think this guy could probably get a sub EZA alongside the STR base form Spirit Bomb Goku. Let me pull him up real quick so you guys know who I'm talking about, if the page ever wants to load. Obviously this guy right here, these 2 characters getting their sub EZAs, I definitely think would be, it would fit for the celebration. I don't know if they're gonna do like a main Dokkan Fest EZA. They usually don't for this type of celebration, but if they did, I think STR Gohan is a very high possibility. I think Super Vegito maybe could possibly be EZA during the celebration. I definitely think it would make sense because he fights Boo, obviously, right? I think the base Vegetos also could get a sub EZA. Again, like this celebration could have 10 plus EZAs, so keep that in mind. Like, hopefully you guys have a lot of Zenny built up, right? I think Int Hercule is very deserving of an EZA. Dude, this is actually one of my favorite units ever. I use this guy all the time in difficult content. He never fails me. I love his dodging, his defensive mechanics. I actually think he's actually really well designed, and with an EZA, this guy could be insane. So, Hercule has definitely always been high up on my list in terms of, anticipated EZAs, right? So, those are just, a few characters that I think we could see EZA during the celebration. But, yeah, I definitely think the celebration is going to be pretty packed. I think there's a lot coming. Also, don't forget that if you guys don't want to summon for these characters right now, I do expect these units to return on with Golden Week. And keep in mind, we just got announced from Jump Festa that Dragon Ball Super Superhero is going to be releasing in April, so literally right around Golden Week, right? So I think Golden Week is probably going to have something to do with the new characters being released with that movie, right? So I do expect these characters to return on those banners. So and again, if you don't want to summon for these guys because of the 7th year anniversary, which is literally in January, right around the corner, you also have that to save for. So, I could understand this being pretty disappointing to a lot of players just because, Kid Buu is not being presented as an LR, which he really should be. I don't understand why, because he's literally on the Legendary Election that we got like 5 years ago, right? And he's just non-existent at this point still, and he's so deserving. I mean, a new Dokkan Fest is still good, right? I definitely think the Int Kid Buu, the AJL Kid Buu, the Tech one, the Physical one, like they all suck at this point. Their EZAs aren't cutting it, and it's definitely time for a new Kid Buu in the game. But I guess they just chose to. I think they think TRs are more important than LRs. I don't know. I couldn't tell you guys why he's not an LR. One day, Kid Buu will get an LR. I promise you guys, it'll happen. Keep in mind, Janemba released last year, and then what was it, like 7-8 months later, they finally released physical LR Janemba. So I mean, who knows? Maybe in 7-8 months we could get LR Kid Buu finally. That could be a possibility, right? So, but yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Goku looks pretty. I expect him to be very good. Both these units I expect to be up there in terms of best units in the game. Again, I'm just a little bit worried about Buu because they've pretty much butchered him from this point on. Obviously, like physical LR Buu is insane, but like STR Buu sucks, Tech Buu sucks, like physical, like obviously like support Buu like is good, but he's aged, like he sucks now. Like Buu hasn't really had good representation in Dokkan at all, really in any Dragon Ball game, like outside of like Legends recently. Buu has just been hard shafted bad. So I'm more interested in what they do with Buu, because I think Super Saiyan 3 Goku already has some pretty good units, right? But Buu is completely dead in this game. So, I definitely have higher hopes for Kid Buu in terms of his design and how they make him. I'm more looking forward to what they do with him. He's probably going to be the unit that I go for first also. But we will see, just because I have a bad track record of trying to pull for Gokus in this game. It's like Super Saiyan 3 Gokus and Gojitas. I just can't pull in this game to save my life. So it feels like the villain units, I'm able to pull them faster. I just have better luck overall. I don't know why that is, but maybe it's just me. But I guess I'm going to go for Kid Buu first, but we'll see what these characters look like, what they do, how the Super Tech animations look. And with all those things, I guess will be the ultimate deciding factor on if I even want to summon for these characters. Again, I'm a little bit disappointed because Kid Buu is not an LR, and we already have a Dokkan Fest, Goku that goes into Super Saiyan 3, so it's like, I feel like they could have went with something else, but I definitely think for, a dual Dokkan Fest, it works. I just don't think this is really meeting everyone's expectations in terms of what we all wanted personally, but that's not for me to say. That's up for you guys to let me know what you guys think of Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku being the next Dual Dokkan Fest over here on JP. And that's basically everything that we have to talk about for now. Of course, when we get more information, I will keep you guys on the loop with everything coming. But yeah, I'm going to get back to grinding this dumbass world tournament because it's literally my life now. I have to imprison myself to hell for 3 days just to try and pull a goddamn copy of Piccolo because I still don't have him 5 days in the game, and it's completely ridiculous at this point. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. That's everything that we have for now. Let me know what you guys think of Super Saiyan 3, Goku, and Kid Buu as being the next Dokkan Fest. And until next time, I guess I will see you guys in the next one.